Hey guys, this is my first YouTube video. I've been really nervous to make this, so please be nice to me. I've been putting it off for forever. I wanted to start YouTubing way back when I was just a child. So when YouTube first became like a big thing, I had a YouTube channel. People that went to school with me will remember this, and let's not go there.
My outfit's getting good lately. Look, I've got this new cardigan. You probably think it's like really granny-ish, but I really like it.
Anyway, here I am now. Do you like my jumper, by the way? I bleached it and I really like the effect, so I thought I'd try and do it for my backdrop, but because the backdrop's like a weird material, it wouldn't go all blendy and nice, so it just kind of looks like blobs. But I don't know, I don't mind it. Okay, so this is my first video, so I thought, let's just answer some questions. Let's get to know me, guys. Oh, I haven't even told you my name yet. I'm Mia. Some people know me as Mimi because I sell funky secondhand clothes, basically. I'm trying to promote like sustainable fashion, slow fashion, as opposed to fast fashion. And my shop is called Mimi's Garms. So people see that and they automatically assume that my name is Mimi, but it's just a random nickname that some people have given me in the past, and I just called my shop that. So that's why I'm calling this channel Mia or Mimi. Basically, the reason that I wanted to start doing this is because I feel like people have started to just see me as my brand and just as a fashion person. I don't like being boxed into this category because I'm a really random person. Like, there is more to me than just fashion, and I just want to express that, you know.
I just want to be me.
So where did you grow up? I grew up in Southend in Essex, and the next question is, where do you live now? So I now live in Southampton, and then the next question is, did you go to uni? Yes, I came to uni in Southampton, and that's why I live here now. I graduated 2 years ago from studying fine art. I just wanted to stay here, like focus on what I'm doing, and I just prefer it here, to be honest. How would you describe your fashion sense? I would say, I don't know, there's not like one word that I'd give it, but I'm really random, so depends what I'm feeling on the day, to be honest, or what I've been inspired by. Tourist dad, or I might want to look like a granny, a retro cardigan, or I might want to be bougie, so it might be a fur coat. This is actually from my old art teacher at school. She gave it to me. Any siblings? No, I am an only child. That is why I'm a brat. What do you do as a job? I work in retail. I'm a stylist and a tailor, and then on the side, obviously, I run my business, which is clothes, and I'm an art graduate, so I'm looking to like incorporate my arty side with my clothing business. How old are you? I'm 23, believe it or not. A lot of people seem to think I'm a lot younger than 23. This one is, how did you build your media? So by that, I think the girl that asked me meant my social media, as in like my Instagram. In the grand scheme of things, I've not got many followers whatsoever, and considering I've been doing what I do for like 3 years now, yeah, I don't have a substantial following at all, but still, I'm still proud of what I've built, and I mainly did that through basically promoting my Depop through Instagram. And when I was in a really bad financial situation, I would use all the tactics that you're meant to use on Instagram to like build a following. But that said, I really don't like the way that Instagram works like that, because influencer culture is bizarre. Like, you will see that a lot of influencers are like friends, and it seems like they're in like a clique. But what that is just a clever way of communicating to build a following and basically working with the algorithm. So it's actually very fake. And I don't like the fakeness. It fucks with my head when people are just commenting for their own benefit rather than when they actually mean it. So I don't like to work like that. Did you go to uni? Yeah, like I said, I didn't really know like what I wanted to do after uni. I feel like that's why I went to uni, because I didn't really know what I want to do with my life. I really panicked when it got to third year and I was just thinking, well, what the fuck am I going to do with my life? Because everyone seemed to have an idea of like what direction they wanted to go, but I've never really had that. I had to kind of sit down and think, right, what do you actually want to do? And because I'd started doing Depop while I was at uni and I knew that there was potential there, I just thought, right, I'm going to focus on this, because pretty much my dream and goal in life is to just be happy. And I know that sounds really cliche, but when I was at uni, I came to the conclusion that like time was a lot more valuable than money to me. When I had that realization, basically, I was working at Asda and I was earning like a good amount of money for a student, and it got to the point where like I actually physically hated going to work. It was making me like super depressed, and that's when I had the realization. I was thinking, I can't be doing this like for the rest of my life. I cannot do this when we leave uni. I was in such a shit mental state that I was just thinking like I'd rather not be here than have to do this. Like, this is a waste of my life. So I just decided I want to work for myself in the future. So that's what I'm building now. What are you most proud of in life? So this is a very emotional, like, big question. Hang on, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm most proud of how I've completely transformed my mind and like my mental health and my confidence and everything. I did not have a very good relationship with myself. I had a lot of trauma that I had to unwind, and like it's all an ongoing journey, but just having that realization and actually taking responsibility of me and myself and my mind is what I'm most proud of, because I've come so far from where I used to be. And I'd like to do in-depth videos about that, because I feel like you can only teach something with experience, do you know what I mean? So I feel like people might be able to learn from my experience. How did you get into fashion? I never really like got into fashion. I've always kind of been interested in style. I've always had like quite a similar tomboyish style since I was like a teenager, and I think I was kind of influenced by like the music I used to listen to and stuff. I was listening to like Mac Miller and like Tyler the Creator and Odd Future and stuff. So baggy jumpers, long socks, trainers, I've always kind of been that kind of gal. In terms of getting into second-hand clothes and like thrifting, I was at Asda with my mum and she was like, right, let's go in the charity shops because Linda always gets really good stuff. And I was thinking, all right. And I actually came out with 3 really good bits, and I remember what I got: big baggy denim jacket and 2 big baggy crew necks. Like, that's how I wanted to dress, but I never knew how to do it cheaply because vintage shops are extremely overpriced. I didn't have that money when I was younger, so I was like really broke when I was at uni. But you still need to look fresh, but I couldn't afford to keep buying new clothes. So I started charity shopping, and then in second year we moved to our student house, and it was right near this other high street, and the whole street is charity shops, and that is where the addiction started. The next question is, how did you grow your Depop? So I'd been using Depop since before uni. It was just kind of like how I would just get rid of like old stuff and make a bit of extra money. But when I started to obtain far too many thrifted clothes, I needed to get rid of them, so I just started selling them on Depop because it was working so well and I was finding so many things. I thought, this has potential to actually make me money, and then I started doing that instead of getting a job at uni, and I was a lot happier. So that's where I thought, okay, I'm going to take this more seriously now, and then I just kind of built on it. How do you find the best clothes while thrifting? I've got some old footage of when I used to thrift, so I'm gonna make some content out of that, but when we're back in the swing of things I can start making some more thrifting content. Because if you're in America, you will know that thrifting is a lot easier where you are, because you have, honestly, it's my dream to go to one of these places. Big warehouses full of clothes. It's not like that here. We've just got small charity shops. You have to really sift through everything. You have to be open-minded because you have to think like, how can I style this and make it look good? Because something might look really shit on the hanger, but actually it could look really cool when it's styled properly. Also, you just got to go to every charity shop regularly as well. This is a thing people just ask me all the time.
What charity shops do you go to find all the good stuff?
You don't just have a good charity shop that's full of good stuff. Like, you have to do the work. Who is your biggest style inspo? This is actually a really hard one because I don't have a go-to person. The community that I've kind of found myself in, I just get inspired by everyone that I follow, and I just keep an eye on like celebrity culture. I'm kind of inspired. I used to be really inspired by Rihanna when I was younger, like big baggy clothes. Hopefully that's answered a few questions and you've got to know me a little bit more. If there's anything else you'd like to ask me, leave a comment. Follow my socials, they're in the description. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you will subscribe, and there's going to be more from me, so peace bitches.